The sun blazes over ancient Egypt, a land ruled not only by mortals but by gods who walk among them. Towering in height and shimmering in gold, the gods live side by side with humans, commanding the forces of nature. It's coronation day. The god Horus with an army of beasts. His eyes burn with rage. He was not invited. In Horus's eyes, the source of his divine power, and declares himself king. The age of light ends. Egypt falls into darkness. Set's reign is cruel. Mortals are enslaved. The gods who oppose him are slaughtered or banished. The world becomes a desert under his rule. But hope survives in one man, a mortal thief named Bek. Clever together, Bek and Zaya plan the impossible, to steal back Horus's lost eyes from Set's treasure vault. They break into the temple, using wit and speed to evade traps built for mortals and gods alike. Bek manages to steal one of Horus's eyes, but their escape turns tragic. Ursha discovers them. Zaya-aligned god Horus hides, broken and powerless. Bek begs Horus for help. "You're a god. You can bring her back." Horus, ashamed and bitter, admits he cannot, not without his full power. But he can promise revenge. They strike a deal. Bek will help Horus retrieve his other eye and defeat Set, and in return, Horus will bring Zaya back from the dead. The mortal and the god, two opposites, set out on a perilous journey across a land filled with monsters, traps, and divine tests.
Their path leads them to the god. He steals Nephthys' wings, Thoth's mind, and even Ra's fire. His goal is not just to rule Egypt, but to overthrow Ra himself and seize control of the universe. Chaos. Ra warns Set that his ambition will doom creation. But Set, driven by vengeance, defies even the sun god. Furious rage, Set attacks his enemies one by one. He slays Hathor, goddess of love and Horus's former lover, who sacrifices herself to save Horus and Bek. Her death fuels Horus's rage, but also his understanding of what it means to fight not for power, but for love. As the final battle looms, Set ascends to Ra's ship in the heavens. He strikes down the sun god, stealing his power and unleashing Apophis upon the world. The sky burns. The desert trembles. Chaos consumes Egypt. On Earth, Bek and Horus realize that defeating Set is not enough. They must stop the serpent before it devours the sun itself. They climb the massive obelisk where Set channels his stolen power. Bek risks everything, using his mortal cunning to sabotage the structure. Horus, regaining his sight and strength, faces Set in a final duel. God clashes with God, wings of fire against spears of darkness. Set mocks him, "You are weak without your father's crown." But Horus answers, "A god needs not a crown to be worthy, only the will to protect." Their fight tears through the temple, and in a final act of defiance, Bek destroys the mechanism controlling Set's magic. The structure collapses. Both mortals and gods fall. Bek loses his grip and plummets into the abyss. Horus dives after him, saving him at the last moment. But it's too late. Bek is mortally wounded. Holding him close, Horus whispers, "You kept your promise, mortal. Now I will keep mine." The gods return to their rightful places, and peace is finally restored. The age of chaos ends, and the